Hey everyone, Marcus here, back with another video. Today I had the chance to speak with my colleague Shahid Evans. He is a reporter here at KNOE, and I got a chance to learn a little bit more about him. Plus, he grew up in the suburbs of Chicago like me, so it's always nice to meet a fellow suburban Chicagoan. All right, without further ado, here's Shahid Evans.
I am Shahid Evans. I am from the south suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, and I am a news reporter here at KNOE 8 News.
Okay, so what got you interested in news?
To be fairly honest, I mean, just me being young, me being young right now and having a passion, being able to get the story out to people, getting the story out to the community, when you have a voice, it's like a no-brainer, right? So you develop that love and that passion for it.
Okay, and did this start early in life, or was this something that developed when you went to college, and now that you're a professional?
Honestly and truly, that's a good question. I would have to say it started early, like in high school, because we had Vikings television, so I was on there here and there. But and then when I went to Arkansas at Pine Bluff, that's when it was like, hey, you could do something with this. So yeah, I developed a burning passion for it in college.
Okay, and going back to Chicago, what was it like for you growing up in the suburbs of Chicago? Did you get a chance to visit the city often, or did you mostly stay in your suburb? What was that experience?
Oh man, I visited the city a lot. When I was back at home, we would always go to Navy Piers or go to the Bean, flick it, here and there. Or I would always go to a White Sox game or a Chicago Bears game. I'm not really a Cubs fan, but I love the White Sox. So
And so you went to the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. What did you do while you were there? Were you strictly just a student, or did you do anything else extracurricular?
I was on the football team at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And so, yeah, it was very cool because football, it did teach me a lot of disciplines and taught me a lot of grit, and it actually humbled me and made me be the reporter I am today. Because playing ball, I mean, you're going to have to do a lot of studying and stuff like that, and of course, it translated over to news reporting. We have set dates, we have to plan ahead in our interviews and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a blessing in disguise.
Okay, and I remember we spoke before we started this. You mentioned you also did sports in high school.
Yes, I wrestled. I wrestled for the I wrestled for HF. My freshman year I wrestled 113. My sophomore year I ended up wrestling 132. Went 19-4. I was on junior varsity and varsity, my sophomore year. So, I had the blessing and the opportunity to be able to go against, some top guys and stuff like that. But hey, I wouldn't trade it in though. It was a blessing.
Exactly. It was a part of the experience, the sports in high school, the sports in college, pledging in college. And so now that you are a working professional, have you thought more about where you want your career to go? Have you thought about any future aspirations you have?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Everybody decides to elevate at a point of their careers and stuff like that. So, you know, just gotta continue to work hard, put your foot on the gas, and don't let up.
Okay. And do you have any dream jobs or any dream positions? For instance, do you want to be an anchor? Do you want to stay a reporter? Do you want to run a show? Do you want to have your own TV show? What are some of your thoughts?
Oh, my thoughts. I would host a show. I would host a show. Would I be an anchor? Nah. I actually like being able to travel and getting with the community and actually being able to talk to people to hear about their background stories. Being an anchor, well, I'm not an anchor, I'm just a reporter, but from the outside looking in, me seeing, Jennifer, Taylor, LaShonda, they're always in the office and they're always behind that computer. I'm not the type of guy to do that. I'm the type of guy to be able to travel, go speak to officials, go speak to the community about their stories and actually develop it, because everybody has a story. Everybody have a story, and as a reporter, it's our job to get it out there.
Okay, and then any thoughts on how people can potentially get into news if they're interested in pursuing a career in news as a reporter?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wasn't always doing news. I was not. I was always doing sports. At the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, I always covered sports. Rarely did news. I didn't do news. I couldn't tell you the difference between news my first day getting here. But I mean, as long as you're dedicated and actually like putting forth the effort to actually learn and develop, your own air skill sets and actually being able to read and stuff like that, being able to understand what you're talking about. But to answer that question though, yeah, it's it's hard. It's going to be tough, but I mean, as long as you have the right mindset and the right mentality of that nobody's going to outwork me mentality, then you'll do just fine. I get the pleasure of working with Marcus every day. I see how he carries himself. So, I take what my mentors teach me each and every day, and I take what I see at the newsroom.
Okay, so maybe we will see Shahid host a show at some point. But it was great chatting with Shahid, learning more about him, learning about his interests, and learning why he likes being a reporter. All right, thanks again for watching this video. Until the next one, have a great day.